The George Peabody Trust. George Peabody was an interesting man. His life story is very complex, and to be perfectly honest, he has very, very little, if anything, to do directly with Petersburg. I doubt that he was even in the state of Virginia. However, he contributed, so here we go. This is just going to be a brief synopsis. George Peabody was born in 1795 in Danvers, Massachusetts. As a child, he lived in absolute abject poverty. He had very little, if any, education. By the year of 1816, he was in Baltimore, becoming a businessman and a financier. By the year of 1837, he was living in London. He was establishing a finance company that later on became J.P. Morgan and Company. He's the P part. George Peabody was a total ass to his employees. He was called a miser by his relatives. And when you read the Christmas Carol, I would not be surprised if the character of Ebenezer Scrooge was not based upon this man. He was horrible. However, he never forgot his early struggles, and shortly before his death, he started giving very generously to public causes. He actually became known as the father of modern philanthropy. He set the bar that was followed by the Rockefellers, Carnegies, etc. In Britain, his cause was public housing. In America, it was education. In 1867, he established the Peabody Educational Fund with $3.5 million. That would be equivalent to about almost $200 million in today's money. The purpose of the Peabody Educational Fund was to aid elementary education by strengthening existing schools. In 1867, elementary education was basic reading, writing, and being able to add and subtract. Now, with the Peabody Fund, only about 6.5% of that money went to black students. However, here in Petersburg, it was used to improve the old African church. The money also was used to improve a structure which became the Peabody School. George Peabody died in 1869. He's a heavy hitter. He's buried in Westminster Abbey. The Peabody Fund was dissolved in 1914. And make sure that you click that subscribe button and that notification bell, because the next video is going to be about the Peabody School. I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. Make sure that you have a great afternoon. Hope tomorrow's even better for you.